0. Nine. Niner. Sure, why not? I can't type. Is the password password? Are there any hints? What the heck am I supposed to do here? Is it just password? Nope, it's not password. How the... Akane? Stop doing that game. The screen appeared after I saw the last puzzle. Maybe the hint was in that one. Well, how do I go back to that one? How do I, like... It was all 9. The answer ended up being password. And afterwards an extra space. The ninth square. Maybe that's the password. The ninth square. R? That worked!
Yes, that's it!
Oh, that worked! I'm so excited! Oh, Jesus. I can't believe that worked! I'm gonna kill the clock. 46 minutes. 46 minutes.
Akane, did you get it?
Yes, I did! I solved it! I mean, really, you solved it for me, but I copied everything you did! Now I just have to press enter!
Oh, press enter! Hurry!
What the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Okay, I will!
I hit the enter key. All the dots.
Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed.
Oh, thank you, Lord!
Incineration system has been disabled.
I'm so glad we have more than 12 minutes to figure that puzzle out.
Jumpy! It worked! It worked! The incinerator shut down! It worked!
Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him, but they were very different sort of tears. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. At the same time, what strength I had left disappeared, and I collapsed to the floor. For a while, I just lay there, laughing and crying and enjoying being alive. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst.
Whew.
Ooh, you can say that again, buddy. I can't quite believe I did that. But I am so glad, so glad. I feel like my heart's on fire. No, I don't have time to be thinking about that kind of stuff. I need to tell Akane.
Akane, sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
Oh, of course, that's fine!
I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were 2 bracelets Hungo had left behind. All the dots.
Now.
Well, Seven and Lotus don't look particularly happy with me. Not a very nice look to give someone who just saved your lives, guys.
Junpei, are you...
Okay.
Ah, shut it.
Right. Okay. So maybe they have a reason to be ticked off. So what if I hadn't pressed the enter key yet? Alright, nothing holding me back now. Here it goes. Wait.
Incineration will begin in 90 seconds.
What? Huh?
It doesn't sound like it's stopping. What the shit? Why isn't it stopping?
Okay. Maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Just hit it again. And again. And again. Okay, that's not working either. The alarm's still going off. What the heck is going on? I've got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. So why isn't this thing stopping?
Incineration will begin in 60 seconds.
Wait, of course. That's what the numbers that showed up after the puzzle mean. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. Snake, Clover, me, 7, and Lotus. Then, throw a 9. No, that's it. That number on the door isn't a 9. It's not even a number.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that...
Oh god. Of course. Then we just have to push the right number into the red and wait. Wait, whoa. What was it? It was 2. Sorry guys, I had to figure this out myself or I'm gonna go crazy. It was 2 plus 4 plus 7 plus 8, right? That's a 15. It's a 6. That's a 21. 21 is an L.
Incineration will begin in 30 seconds.
I don't
Run,
get
guys!
it.
Get to the door! Run!
Oh my god, I don't have much time left. Man, I sure hope they can trust me on this or we are all screwed. Alright, no time to explain, just go. What is that? A B? L is a 21, which is a digital root 3. I mean, it could be a Q, right? But that would be 26 unless I did my math wrong. You know what? Considering that I did my math wrong before, I'm just gonna go with it and enjoy the story. Yeah, let's enjoy the story, shall we?
Quick! Verify your numbers on the red! Verify? Who?
What combination?
All of us! We all need to verify!
Why?
You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it!
Hurry.
Incineration will begin in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
4, 8,
4,
2,
3,
7.
2.
I missed the 5.
Central gate has been opened.
I missed my own number. That would mean this is a 26. A 26 is a Q. Yeah. That's not a 9, it's a Q. Ah.
Incineration system has been disabled.
It's a Q. God, this game is so brilliant. Oh, thank God. No, not time to be happy. Time to go.
Hurry! We've only got 9 seconds before the door closes. Go, go, go!
Come on, guys. Move it. Okay, they're all through. Move it, Junpei. Just in time. Wait, do we need to find the dead now? And there goes the door. No, don't calm down yet. You're not done. We've still got to find the dead. Oh.
Shit. Looks like we made it, huh?
You can say that again. Man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head warily. I just want to take a nap, but...
Akane? Akane! Can you hear me? Akane!
I want to tell her that we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel, but nothing. Kane vision. Yes. The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
Oi!
I cried his name, even though my voice was almost gone from screaming, and leapt into his arms. Aww.
Oi!
Dude, her bracelet still has the skull on it. Does she need a register on the dead?
Akane!
I buried my face in his chest and cried again. I cried and cried and cried. The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. Its beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go and held him as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body in what seemed like an eternity. I just wanted to stay there, in his arms, forever. But I couldn't. The moment I passed through the door, my bracelet had begun the countdown to death. I looked away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me only a moment to get to and scan all the bracelets. I left the ones Hongo had dropped on the scanner panel. And that was it.
Ah!
I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective we call Seven in 9 years and Snake the blind boy were looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and the mouths hung open.
Alright, let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again.
I was right. It's time we got moving. The mention of Hongo seemed to jar Seven and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running, up the spiraling stairs, to freedom. All the dots. Time for more running! But if they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again. Huh? Seven talking?
Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something?
What's up?
That door, the one with the 9 on it. Why'd it open?
Because it was the letter Q, which, you know, I don't want to say anything about that particular idea because I feel like Spike Chunsoft and doing things with I'm not going to say anything, but let's just say that if you know what I'm referring to, please don't spoil that in the comments for anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, because I don't want someone to be spoiled about something else that they may play in the future. But yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the red. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. That makes our digital route 8. It shouldn't have opened.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Huh? Why?
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases?
Yeah. What are the 2 numbers in base 2?
0 and 1.
How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
Then how about base 16?
0 through F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C, D, etc.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
So, what about it?
You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Base 27?
Yeah.
Well, the numerical digits are the same. So, I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16.
H is 17, I is 18, J is 19.
They'll get it eventually.
K is 20, L is 21, M is 22.
N is 23, O is 24, P is 25.
Yeah, and? What comes after that?
All the dots.
Oh,
Q.
26!
And what does that mean?
That wasn't a 9 on the door.
It was a Q! A fucking lowercase Q!
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27.
Time for more running. God, my thighs are killing me. I swear, any moment now, I'm gonna tear a muscle. I feel like every single cell of my body is dying for air. Dang, every breath is a chore now. I feel like my lungs are gonna burst. Maybe just a short rest. No, can't stop. Don't have time. Come on, legs. There can't be many more of these steps left. Let's run. Run like a bullet down a rifled barrel. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. I feel like we're running along the back of a giant coiled dragon. Finally. Man, Jesus, I can barely breathe. No, Junpei, no time to rest. Pull yourself together, you're almost there.
All right, I'm gonna open it.
Yeah.
Yes, we're finally here!
Please do.
Sure, you look like a big heavy door, but you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. But even more important than that, you're the only thing standing between me and Akane. You're gonna open, and you're gonna open right now. Oh, freedom! Akane vision. Felt a hand on my shoulder. It was Aoi's. He gave it a small, reassuring squeeze. I was so happy I felt like I could melt. My heart was at peace. And not only because my brother and I were back together again. Thanks to the huge detective. All 9 of us who had been kidnapped. We finally are able to escape the gigantic. On the distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. I gave a tremendous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. The last cry echoed out across the ocean, and then it was gone.
It's over.
Aoi whispered.
Yeah.
So how did they I mean, wouldn't it cost a lot of money to rebuild, like, you know, if this was Santa in June doing this, how did they get the money to rebuild the ship? It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I wasn't sure. I was sure of it. That wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This was only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years. Yes, finally, air. Gah. Dang, that sun is bright. I can barely see anything. Huh? I gotta admit, this doesn't quite look like... Wait a second.
No way.
You have got to be kidding me.
What?
It can't be.
This is...
We're at Site Q. We weren't on the gigantic. We're in the Nevada
This is
desert.
the building in the Nevada desert.
the mock experiment building.
Oh my god. This whole time we were in Building Q.
Sure enough, that's a desert out there, with mountains all around it. Hello there, son. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. I don't think I have ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh? Did I just hear something fall? Oh, we escaped. Right, our bracelets. I guess I've never really got a good look at the underside of one of these things. Let's see what's inside you. Just a little electronic chip, like an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. There was never a detonator to begin with. Figures.
Akane.
Jumpy.
Heh. Guess I must be pretty crazy about that girl. I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. Oh, that was our blind Let's Play. Zero Escape 999. And man, I have been recording for a while. I mean, you know, we went through that last escape room and then I just kept going and I just kept going and going. I was like, I gotta keep going because this is just so gripping and so amazing. I felt like I couldn't stop. So what else can I do except... Yeah, no, clapping is bad on a on OBS because it doesn't like that high-pitched sound, but there's nothing more I can say except, wow, that was the most insane roller coaster I've experienced, I think, ever in a video game. And I played Danganronpa, okay? I think Danganronpa in this game are a little different because Danganronpa is... It's a much longer game, and its pacing is a lot different from this game. Because in this game, you do have, you know, the story element, and then you have the escape room element, but then you have story in the escape room. And with Danganronpa, it's like you have, you know, you have a story element, then you have the murder, then you have the investigation, then you have a trial, then you have an execution, and then it just loops all the way back again. This game felt like, you know, once it hit a certain spot, it just hit the pedal and just kept going. It like never bothered to slow down for anything. And wow, it was amazing.
Are you okay?
Oh, come on. This is nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't look okay.
It was just before the end of elementary school. Jumpy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill, looking down at the town as the sun slowly set.
How does it look then?
He was half serious and half joking. I thought about it for a moment first.
Well, let's see. It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and growing.
What does that even mean?
Junpei grinned and...
Ow, 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 ow.
See? I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless. You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something.
See, she should have said 9 9th graders. Because then you had the 9-9. Anyway. Look at the Nevada desert go past. For an SUV, this thing has a pretty smooth ride. Sure was nice of someone to leave it for us outside the building, keys in the ignition and gas in the tank. Almost like it was a present, you know? Anyway, we jumped in, and now here we are, screaming across the desert. Lotus is over there in the passenger seat. Snake and Seven and I are all squeezed into the backseat here. I still can't believe we let her drive. Oh God.
This is so fun!
Oh, well, trouble.
This is so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around, and there's no speed limit.
Oh, we're all gonna die.
Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, all right? This car jumps even a little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
Hey, shut it. I can't help if I'm big, all right? Suck it up.
Why don't you drive, Seven?
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
He doesn't have an international license.
Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat.
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up.
All the dots.
And Clover, there's no need to slow down. The car Santa and June are in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us.
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out. There's no doubt about it.
Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we?
Sure thing.
Definitely. Oh, God. God. Why did she have to drive so fast? Man, I didn't even think a car like this could go so fast. We're sure throwing up a lot of dust. It was a couple of hours after we'd run into the junior high students. They'd been hiding in the bushes on the back of one of the hills, drenching a kitten in gasoline. Oh, God. The moment we saw what they were doing, Jumpy ran up to them furious.
Hey! What the hell are you doing?
Then he jumped on them. He quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could.
Help me! Officer, please! You have to come with me!
The policeman and I headed back to the hill. All we found was Jumpy. Jumpy, sprawled on the ground with a face covered in big swelling lumps.
You couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me?
I asked him. He stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth where a tooth had fallen out.
Yeah, I guess I could've.
Then why didn't you?
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty.
Yeah, that too, but I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester. Remember?
Oh, you mean the bunnies.
Yeah, the bunnies.
He plucked some grass from the ground and tossed it into the wind.
They asked me what elementary school I was from, so I told them. And then they said they'd do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbits. I couldn't forgive them for that, so I... Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get.
Of course, they probably don't know any more than I do.
Like Ace. Well, I guess I should say Gitaro Hongo. Why did he create the Nonary project? Anybody?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
Well, yeah, I guess I could.
He's still in the trunk, I assume?
Yeah, he is. Still tied up, I'm assuming. With his mouth taped shut. His eyes just look empty. No emotion. It looks like he's just given up. I wonder if he even cares what happens to him anymore.
Hey, were you listening to us?
Yeah, go ahead and try to pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Let's get that tape off your mouth.
Come on, I know you were. Answer me.
Could at least look at me when you talk, man.
I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces. I thought if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field set, then perhaps I could see faces.
You know, that's almost kind of tragic, but considering you put the lives of children at risk, I ain't buying it. Nope.
By peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
That's it?
Yes. If you want to put it simply, but if you are looking for a more philosophical answer, I can supply that as well. You see, the human collective consciousness...
I think that's enough out of you, pal. Time for the tape to go back on. Yeah, I agree.
All right, so what's your second question?
You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you?
Well, somebody's a little nosy.
Well, my next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing. What's the deal with that?
Well, you see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own. I'd catch him when he finally slipped up. During the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Bourdain and Alice.
You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature?
Sounds like Hongo has something to say. Alright, fine, I'll let you talk, but you gotta behave.
What?
Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant. My research determined it was a member of the genus Mandragora, of the family Solanaceae.
Ew.
I was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it. I used that extract to create Soperin. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly.
Yes. Oh, this is gonna go on forever. Let's tape them back up. Tape's going back on, Hongo. The rest of my questions could wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride.
Here, this is for you.
What's this?
This is, for you, doll. His name is Junpei.
Aww, that's the doll. Jumpy pulled something out of his pocket and shoved out his arm toward me. In his hand was a doll made of yarn, small enough to fit in his palm.
Jumpy, are you sure it's, for you, doll?
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so, so that means it's for you, right?
Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll?
That would be our Gabriel Knight playthrough, not 999. All the dots.
Wait, what? That's... Oh, man. Oh, man.
Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right?
Yeah, I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea then.
Why are you giving me this anyway? It just seems really sudden.
You know how after June, we aren't gonna get to see each other too much? I mean, we're gonna be in different schools, and I just thought I'd,
Oh, okay, well, how about we call it June then?
Aww.
Okay. So, I wanted to give you this.
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
Yes. I, head of tribe. This doll, traditional charm of tribe. So I give this, it me. So we always together.
Aww.
Oh, Jumpy.
If something bad, then hold and pray. I go wherever you are. So here, take.
I reached my hand out and picked up the doll gently.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face, fell onto June's tiny yarn body.
Oh, Jumpy. I'll never forget you. I promise.
Jumpy looked straight into my eyes and said just 5 words. All the dots. Even more dots.
I'll never forget you either.
Yeah, that's not what he said. I didn't say all the dots. I'm just saying all the dots there. Aw, I'll never forget you either, June. Connie. The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it melted down toward the horizon. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city, paid themselves across the hills. We sat, bathed in the warm light of evening. Just the 2 of us, leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. The sun set, and we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one, the lights of the town began to flicker on. All the dots. There's still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and it's the only one that's really important. It has to do with June and Akane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic. But she's still alive now, as June. But how? Was it because I tapped into the morphic field set and saved her life 9 years ago? Huh. Alright, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, then... how do I make sense of what Seven remembers? Snake makes sense. He's blind. He could have seen her body anyway. But Seven, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean that there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or wait, maybe that's not it at all. There is one other logical explanation. Was what you told me the truth, Seven? You look satisfied. No. No way. All the dots. He couldn't.
Hey, look! Over there. There's somebody next to the road.
What? Hmm?
Hey, June, Santa, what's up, my peoples? Wait, what? 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 Wait, what? That was a girl in Egyptian garb in the middle of a desert. What the heck is she doing there? The burning gaze of Nevada's sun pounded down on her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on the shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and a thumb up. It would not be long before Junpei realized who she was. All the dots. Is that Alice? What is Alice doing in the middle of a desert? No! 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 I hate you, game! And I love you too. Well, everyone, my name is the FlightlessBird, and this was the most insane roller coaster game I think I've ever played in my life. And according to what the comments say, the sequel is even more insane. I don't know how that's possible. Let's go ahead and drop a save first. So we can see here the June ending or the Akane ending. Now, what's really awesome, oh my gosh, look at this. This is nuts. Holy cow. So what's really interesting about this this game is when I check the achievements for this game, 46.6% of the people who played this game saw this ending. That means that this game is so addictive that the people who bought it, over half of them played through to the end. Now, in comparison, you look at some games, I think I saw a video on this on another channel where they said like 50% of the people who played Final Fantasy VII Remake never even got past chapter 1. I mean, when you think about 50% basically other people who play this game played it all the way to the end, that tells me how amazing this game is. And I am just blown away. And I just want to thank everyone for, you know, being on this journey with me. Seriously, it was one heck of a ride, and it was a lot of fun. And I can't wait to dive into the second game. Although I'm going to take a couple days off because I have been recording a very, very long time. And I would like to, you know, other people to catch up to basically where I'm at before I start the sequel, which we are definitely going to play. I mean, how can you leave on a cliffhanger like that and not want to instantly play the second game? But I will resist just for now. If you like this video, by the way, you know, I say this on the end screen of all my videos, but I just want to let you know that, you know, I created this channel just to try to provide some enjoyment to other people and myself. It's not about the liking and the subscribing and the donating and the I'm never gonna make a buck from this channel, and that's okay, because as long as I have one person who enjoys what we do, that's enough for me. I think I'm happy about that. So if you made it to the end of this video and the end of the series, I just want to say I hope you had as much fun as I did, and I hope at the end of the day I helped put a smile on your face, because, you know, the world is pretty crazy. And right now, you know, a smile isn't so bad. And a good story will reverberate forever. So thank you again. I love you guys. I will see you next time on 999 episode 2. What is it even called anyway? I'll have to look, but you know, I'll see you next time on 999 part 2, and we'll see how far down the rabbit hole this story can go. Until then, take care.